I'm Matt Height, bringing you NCAA Division III football championship first-round action. Today it is the 8-2 Union Garnet Chargers taking on the host Muhlenberg Mules, also 8-2 on the season. We will take a look at the season schedule for Union. Started off 0-2, 8 consecutive wins to win the Liberty League championship and earn an automatic berth in this tournament. For Muhlenberg, as you can see, also the 8-2 record on the year. The only losses coming to two other NCAA postseason teams in Franklin and Marshall and Johns Hopkins. Some matchups to watch today. The Union offense, led by quarterback Patch Flanagan, the Liberty League Offensive Player of the Year. Thomas Cerruti, all-league defense for the Muhlenberg Mules. When the Mules have the ball on offense, quarterback Luke Spang will be matching up most of the day against defensive end Daniel O'Leary out of Union. So certainly a matchup to watch. Muhlenberg has won the toss. They have deferred their option to half number 2, and they will kick off. Kicking off for the Mules will be Nicholas D'Amico. Caden Gore back deep to receive for Union. And we are underway. Gore takes it at the 2-yard line. And he is swallowed up before he makes the 20-yard line. Muhlenberg wearing the home gray uniforms with white pants. Union the visiting white and garnet. Quarterback Patch Flanagan leads the Garnet Chargers out of Schenectady, New York. Out onto the field. Liberty League Offensive Player of the Year, one of 7 quarterbacks in Division III with at least 15 passing touchdowns as well as 10 rushing touchdowns. Flanagan takes the snap and the give up the middle. Nets a couple yards. As on that first carry was DJ Wright, senior running back. Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7 at the 20. Flanagan on the keeper, works his way across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Jake Souse making the stop for the Muhlenberg defense. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 from the 26-yard line. Muhlenberg, one of 3 teams from the Centennial Conference to make the postseason. Garnet Chargers, the champions of the Liberty League. High snap, Flanagan corrals it. Looks for room right side, and he won't find any. And I think he'll lose a yard as Flanagan is swallowed up. Peyton Elliott in on the stop. And that'll set up a 4th down. And the Garnet Chargers will bring out the punting unit. Evan Anderson will do the punting. 22 punts on the year, averaging 39 yards per kick. Wobbly end-over-end kick. Tommy Donnelly fields it, and he is hit hard right around the 35-yard line. And that'll bring out this Muhlenberg offense, led by quarterback Luke Spang, the sophomore out of nearby Allentown, Pennsylvania. Counted for 12 touchdowns on the season, has Spang. 8 through the air, 4 on the ground. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Spang on 1st down to give to the back, Matthew Manning. And Manning not going to have much room. Nico Savini in there on the stop for Union. Dwayne Hines also in on the tackle. Muhlenberg moving quickly. And this pass is complete to John Runfellow. And he's thrown out of bounds. Gain of about 5. Muhlenberg appearing in the NCAA postseason for the 11th time, a 9-10 overall record. 6-3 at home here at Scotty Wood Stadium. Union their 14th appearance. On a 3rd and short. Great defense that time. Grenier making the stop. Not fooled by the play action fake, and the Mules look like they'll have to send out the punting unit. Union's overall record in the NCAA tournament, 11-13 all-time. The winner of today's game will travel to Ohio to take on Mount Union next week. Sam Morris to punt it away for Muhlenberg. Fair catch called for and made at right about the 20-yard line. By Caden Gore. Second possession coming up for Union. Head coach of the Union Garnet Chargers, John Drock. Head coach of the Mules, Nate Millen. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Flanagan, his first time through the air today, and that is complete to Joe Curran. His 11th reception of the season. Good for close to 6 yards on that first down play. You can interact with today's broadcast. You can send an email to the booth, muletv@muhlenberg.edu. And that pass complete left side. It's going to be enough for a first down. Tackle made by McNeil. That gain up to the 35-yard line. First and 10 from the 35-yard line for Flanagan and the offense. Play action fake. Looks to go deep. No one open. Now fires across the middle. That's complete. That'll be another first down. As making that reception is the senior Dan Quinn. And Quinn will take it close to midfield. They'll mark that at the 48, gain of 13. Again, that email address, muletv@muhlenberg.edu. If you'd like to interact with today's broadcast, streaming live on ESPN+. 9:15 to go, first quarter, no score. Union on the march. The handoff to Wright, and Wright is into Muhlenberg territory. Gain of 5 on that handoff to Wright. 2nd and 5 from the Muhlenberg 47. Flanagan fires out left side, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Gore. And that falls incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Flanagan fires, has a receiver wide open. That is complete at the 20, the 10, and all the way for a Union touchdown, as that is Joe Curran, 47 yards on 3rd down. Flanagan to Curran. And Union is on the board first. Francisco Pileggi in to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up and good. .8:24 to go. First quarter here. Union on the board first with a 7-0 lead. 47-yard touchdown pass. And a run kick here, taken by the Mules here as that ball is worked across the 30. Dante Mahaffey on that return. Mules will begin their drive at the 32-yard line with 8:17 to go in the first quarter. Spang, the give to Manning, and he is swallowed up. Isaac Schaefer Knights, rather, on the carry that time for the Mules. Second down and 11 from the 31. Loss of 1 on that first down carry. Spang back to throw under pressure, and that is complete to Caden Rapp, the tight end, and he is taken down across the 35. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 from the 36. Mules 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions so far today. Spang back to throw, fires, that is complete. Caleb Pasols on the reception. Flag on the play. We'll check the marker. And this is going to be a personal foul called against Union, roughing the passer. So that will give the Mules an automatic first down and keep the drive alive. Ball marked at the Union 45. Spang looking to throw, now fires, complete to Aiden Mack. And Mack thrown out of bounds late, but no call there on the Muhlenberg sidelines. Loss of about a yard on that completion. So it'll be second down and 11. Clock ticking, under 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Union with a 7-0 lead. Spang back to throw, fires, that is complete. And Caleb Pasols, the offensive rookie of the year in the Centennial Conference, able to make that reception and bounce off a few would-be tacklers. First and 10 at the Union 30. Muhlenberg working quickly. Spang fires, complete to Mack. And Mack is inside the 30. Short gain. Spang, complete to Schaefer Knights here on the near side. And Schaefer Knights is banged out of bounds. Charles Johnson on the stop. Cool, windy day here in the Lehigh Valley, eastern Pennsylvania. Rained earlier this morning, but so far dry out there. Schaefer Knights on the carry, and he will pick up a couple. Works his way close to the 15. .5:15 to go, first quarter. Muhlenberg on the move here. Ninth play of the drive coming up. Second down and 8. Spang rolls out. That is complete out of the backfield. And making that reception, J.R. Wally. Jordan Black on the stop. It'll bring up a third down and 3. For the Mules at the Union 13-yard line. Spang, back to throw, has time. Now fires across the middle, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Aiden Mack. And that'll bring up fourth down and 3. From the 13. See if the Mules elect to keep the offense on the field, and so far it looks like they will. Bringing in the extra tight end, Chris Holland, number 28. And the Mules will at least line up to go for it here. 4:18 to go, first quarter. 4th and 3. Spang, back to throw, has time, fires, and that is complete to Aiden Mack for a Muhlenberg touchdown. Mack reels it in on 4th down, and the Mules are an extra point away from tying this game up. Luke Spang had time there, found Mack across the middle. Deutsch will attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:13 to go in the opening quarter, we are tied at 7. 11-play, 68-yard drive for the Mules to tie this game at 7. Luke Spang to Aiden Mack for 13 yards and the score. Caden Gore back deep to receive for Union. And he takes it at the 9-yard line. Cross right side and takes it up to the 24-yard line. That's where Union will set up shop for their next possession here. Patch Flanagan, 4 out of 5, 75 yards. And a score here so far through the air. Back to throw is Flanagan again, and this is complete to Quinn. And that'll be a first down across the 35-yard line. Clock ticks under 4 minutes to go. First quarter, tied at 7. First round of the NCAA Division III football championship. Winner will take on Mount Union next week. Flanagan back to throw again. Fires right side. That is complete. And picking his way through some traffic is Joe Curran. Curran is hit hard. Marcus McLean and Tom Smid on the stop for the Mules. Gain of 7, second down and 3 from the 44. The handoff, and spinning his way is Michael DiNardo, his first carry of the day. DiNardo with over 300 yards on the season. He'll pick up a Union first down. McLean again in on the stop. It's good for a first down. Ball at the 47-yard line. Flanagan, back to throw, fires deep down the left sideline, and angling to make the catch, and they're going to say he was in bounds, is Owen Corrigan. Corrigan twisting and turning and able to pull in that reception. Gain inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. First and 10 from the Muhlenberg 18 for this Union offense, averaging 25 points per game on the season. The give is to DiNardo. DiNardo running hard, and he is banged down inside the 15. C.J. Newman on the tackle for Muhlenberg. Second and 7 from the 15. Clock running, 1:05 to go in this quick-moving first quarter. Flanagan back to throw, fires across the middle, complete. And that is Gil Rivera, second team All-Liberty League selection, making the first reception of the day. Peyton Elliott on the stop. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 from the 10-yard line of Muhlenberg. Flanagan will take it himself around right side, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to have it. And Flanagan will have enough for a Union first down, and that'll be the final play of quarter number 1. Exciting first quarter in the books here from Allentown. It's Union 7, Muhlenberg 7. Garnet Chargers knocking on the door here as we begin quarter number 2. Be back in just a moment here, streaming live on ESPN+. So we begin quarter number 2 here from Allentown. First and goal for Union at the Muhlenberg 7-yard line. Flanagan back to throw. Rolls to his left. And he's going to tuck it and run, and angle for the corner. Will be run out of bounds inside the 5. Some scores of other first-round NCAA action. Susquehanna and Washington and Jefferson tied at 7. No score, Cortland and Springfield. LaGrange with an early 3-0 lead over Framingham State. We'll have some other updates as the afternoon rolls along. Second and goal for Union at the 4. DiNardo, the back with Flanagan. And Flanagan will keep it himself, keeps his legs pushing. He'll work inside the 3. Flanagan with 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. We'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Flanagan and tosses it into the end zone. That's going to be a Union touchdown. As reeling that one in is number 15, Cam Freese. Freese with the reception from Flanagan. Flanagan tucked it like he was going to run, and he flips the pass over the defense and into the hands of the tight end, Freese. Puts Union back on top 13-7. Pileggi will attempt the extra point. Low snap handled, and that kick is up and good. So with 13:33 to go in the second quarter, it's Union 14, Muhlenberg 7. 10-play, 76-yard drive, capped off by the 2-yard touchdown from Flanagan to Freese. Union already with 165 total yards of offense. They've got the 14-7 lead early on in quarter number 2. Christopher Short and Dante Mahaffey back deep to receive for Muhlenberg. Ryan Mulderig doing the kicking for Union, and this is taken by Mahaffey, a half-yard deep in his end zone. Mahaffey is tackled at the 23-yard line. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Three receivers split to the right on first and 10. Spang across the middle. That is complete. And that's going to be a Muhlenberg first down. As making that catch is Chris Holland. Ryan Grenier on the stop for Union. The give to Manning, spins his way and falls forward for about a yard. Charlie Johnson in on the stop for Union. Spang is going to tuck it and run, has room. It's going to be a first down and more, and Spang takes it out of bounds into Union territory. First and 10 at the 41 after the Spang scramble. Now he fires right side, complete to Runfellow. And Runfellow slips out of a tackle, and he'll have yardage very close to another Muhlenberg first down. Second and 2 at the 33. Under 12 minutes ago in this first half. Union up 14-7. Spang back to throw, pumps. Now he's under some duress. He's going to scramble and take it inside the 30-yard line. And that will be enough for a Muhlenberg first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. To give right side to Manning, and Manning has some good yardage, close to the 20. They'll mark him about a yard shy of first down yardage, it looks like. It is a gain of 8, second down and 2. Manning's going to have a first down inside the 20. First and 10 at the 16-yard line. Spang. Design run this time and ducks under some defenders and works his way for another good chunky yardage. Second down and 1 at the 7-yard line. Spang, the give to Manning around right side, and Manning close to the first down marker, and he looks like he will be just shy. Mules moving quickly here on third and short. Spang, the give to Manning. Nice cutback to the left, and looks like he'll have enough for a first down, and he will. It'll be first and goal here for the Mules at the Union 7-yard line. Spang, the give to Manning, and this time he's hitting the backfield. Charles Johnson on the stop. Johnson, first team All-Liberty. 38 tackles on the season, the senior from New Jersey. Second down and 9, or second down and goal from the 9. Spang rolls to his right, fires, and that is complete. It's going to be a Muhlenberg touchdown. Caleb Basules reels it in. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Muhlenberg is a point away from tying this game up. Andrew Deutsch to attempt the extra point. Good snap. The kick is up and good. Penalty marker on the field. So for the moment, the Mules have tied it up at 14. And they're going to wipe out the penalty. 8:23 to go in the first half. It's Muhlenberg 14, Union 14. Nicholas D'Amico will kick off for Muhlenberg. Jasir Jones and Caden Gore back deep to receive for Union. And this one will be taken by Gore at the 12. Gore with pretty good return, close to the 30-yard line. Union will begin this possession at the 28-yard line. Patch Flanagan, 9 for 10 on the day, 137 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Also 14 yards on the ground. The give to DJ Wright, and Wright is swallowed up. And he may lose a yard or two. CJ Newman, the first to make the stop on Wright. Loss of 2. Flanagan back to throw, has time. Now rolls to his right, fires down the far sidelines, incomplete. Intended for Wright. It'll bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 for this Garnet Charger team. 3 out of 4 on 3rd down conversion attempts so far today is Union. Flanagan back to throw. Has time, fires, and that is complete, and he is hit hard by Newman again. And making that reception was Rivera. And that will force a Union punt. Seven minutes to go in this first half. Mules will get the ball back, looking to try to take their first lead of the day. Tommy Donnelly back deep to receive the punt. And this one bounces at the 37, takes a Union bounce into the hands of Donnelly. And great coverage downfield by Union. Terrence Hanratty on the special teams coverage makes the tackle. .6:44 to go in the first half as the Mules will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Luke Spang, 13 for 14 on the day. Very efficient, 94 yards, couple of touchdowns. So we've seen some great quarterback play here so far. This time Spang is thrown for a loss. The ball may have come out, but I think they're going to rule him down as Spang was flung to the turf. The ball did come out and was recovered by Union, but they'll say that he was down by contact. Official timeout here with 6:17 to go, first half. So this play is under review, as they will see if Spang was indeed down before the ball was coming loose. .6:17 to go in this first half. Tied at 14. It's been a good one here from Allentown so far. Winner of this game will take on Mount Union next week in Ohio. Scores of other games: Framingham State with a 7-3 lead over LaGrange. Elsewhere, Hanover leads Grove City 10-0. Washington and Jefferson with a 14-7 lead over Susquehanna. And still no score, Cortland and Springfield. Later today, Coe will travel to Concordia. Wheaton will host Crown, and Chapman will visit Whitworth. This play is still under official review. The ruling on the field is upheld, so they're going to say he was down by contact. Union will be charged a timeout. First timeout of the first half. Elsewhere, Cortland on the board against Springfield, now a 7-0 lead. So after the review is upheld, it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 22. Back to throw is Spang, and tried to dump that down to Schaefer Knights, unable to make the connection. Daniel O'Leary, who we spotlighted pregame, is right there on the coverage. They'll bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 22. Spang rolls to his right, still rolling. And now he's just going to have to fire this one out of bounds. Good coverage downfield. And the Mules will have to bring in the punting unit. As Sam Morris will kick it away. Caden Gore back deep to receive for Union, standing at his own 40-yard line. Morris gets off a good one. And Gore is swallowed up right away, making the stop on special teams for the Mules, Leo Dauberman. So the Garnet Chargers will take over at the 31-yard line. After that good punt and special teams coverage downfield. 43-yard boot. Back to throw. Flanagan fires deep left side. Some contact, incomplete, and no flag on the play. Coverage downfield, by Tristan McNeil. McNeil looked like he had some contact in there on the receiver, but it is incomplete. Gil Rivera, the intended receiver that time. Flanagan rolls right. Now sets his feet. Still moving and now taken down. C.J. Newman making the stop for the Mules. Never gave up on that play. Third down and 12 from the 29. Loss of 2 on that sack. Union 3 for 5 on third down conversion attempts so far in this first half. Flanagan back to throw. Has some space to run. Hit hard and stopped short of the first down yardage. Marcus McLean finishing off that tackle. And Union will have to punt it away. Evan Anderson will come in to do the punting. Tommy Donnelly back deep again for the Mules. Will be standing at his own 20-yard line. Anderson gets off a sky-high kick. Donnelly calls for and makes the fair catch at the 22. 4:17 on the clock, first half. Union and Muhlenberg tied at 14. The winner will take on Mount Union next week. Second round of the Division III football championship. Spang on the design run. Make that. Dante Mahaffey took that snap. Mahaffey was the starting quarterback to begin the season. Kind of a platoon situation between Mahaffey and Spang. Mahaffey banged up a little bit a few weeks back, and Spang has kind of taken reins of the starting job, but Mahaffey in there for his legs that time. And now it's Spang on the keeper, and Spang upended close to the 30-yard line. Will be shy of the first down. Third down and 4 for the Mules. Spang fires incomplete, intended for Wally. Sam Morris back to punt. Caden Gore deep to receive for Union. Garnet Chargers pressure. Another really good boot by Morris. And a fair catch made at about the 20-yard line. First and 10 at the 20. After a 50-yard punt. Right on the carry, and he'll get stacked up at the line. Thomas Cerruti on the stop for the Mules. .245 and counting, first half, tied at 14. Pass is complete on the left sidelines to Quinn. See if the Union offense here will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They don't have to run a play before then. And it'll be a 3rd down and 1. And there's the whistle and timeout for the 2-minute stoppage. So 2 minutes to go, first half. It's Union 14, Muhlenberg 14. Scores of other games: Framingham State on top of LaGrange 7-3. Susquehanna and Washington and Jefferson tied at 14. Hanover with a 10-0 lead over Grove City. And Cortland and Springfield tied at 7. We're ready to resume here on this 3rd down and 1 for Union at the 29-yard line. Flanagan on the carry, and he's not going to get there. Now he flips it at the last second to DiNardo. And DiNardo flung down, and he's actually going to be pretty close to the marker. Still think they're going to spot him just shy. And it will be a 4th down and a little less than a yard. As Flanagan was in trouble, just kind of flipped it. Just kind of flipped it to DiNardo at the last second. Anderson back in to kick it away. Donnelly deep for the Mules. Short end over end kick. Takes a Union bounce, and that one almost hits a Muhlenberg player, but no harm, no foul there. 1:02 to go in this first half. Mules have all 3 of their timeouts. So plenty of time here as it's 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Spang, back to throw, complete short to Mahaffey. And Mahaffey is slung out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. Second down and 5. Clock stops for the out of bounds. Complete short to Runfellow here on 2nd down. He'll be shy of a 1st down. Mules letting the clock run. No timeout called by either side here. Clock under 30 seconds to go, first half. Spang, back to throw, fires, completes. Logan Nordek on the reception. Timeout called by the Mules with 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Tied at 14. Muhlenberg still with 2 timeouts remaining in this first half. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. See how aggressive this Mules offense chooses to be. Spang back to throw. Fires across the middle, complete to Mahaffey. Mahaffey with some good yardage. 5 seconds on the clock. Mahaffey is tackled with 2 seconds. And a timeout called by the Mules. So the catch and run by Dante Mahaffey takes the ball inside the 30 to about the 28. Would be roughly a 45-yard field goal attempt from here if the Mules choose to go that direction. Andrew Deutsch 1 for 2 on the year, long of 38. So this would be his longest of the season by a considerable margin. And they'll keep the offense out on the field instead of bringing in the kicker Deutsch. 3 seconds on the clock and a timeout called by Union after seeing the Muhlenberg setup. So bypassing the 45-yard field goal attempts, they will attempt to keep the offense out on the field. Mules have inserted number 81, Brandon Booker, out onto the field here. Listed at 6'7", so the big receiver. Look for this to be thrown in his direction. As kind of a jump ball in the end zone situation, perhaps. Booker lined up to the left side. Spang, back to throw, fires it up down that left side in the end zone. Ball tipped around and incomplete. And that's how the first half will end. A good one here from Allentown. We've reached the half. It's Union 14, Muhlenberg 14. Be back with the second half action in just a little while here on ESPN+. Welcome back to Scotty Woods Stadium here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. First round NCAA football championship action. Muhlenberg hosting Union, and we are tied at 14 at the half. It's been a really good matchup in terms of the quarterbacks for both sides. Luke Spang for the Muhlenberg Mules, 17 out of 22, 133 yards, and 2 touchdowns. For Union, Patch Flanagan, 12 for 15, couple scores as well. Total yards between the two teams. Through the air, 183 for the Mules, 182 for Union. 50 rushing yards for the Mules and 32 for Union. No turnovers in that first half. Only one penalty between the two teams as well, so a pretty cleanly played first half. Muhlenberg will receive to begin half number 2. Moving right to left on your screen. Christopher Short and Dante Mahaffey back deep to receive for Muhlenberg. Kicking off will be Ryan Mulderig. And we are underway here in half number 2. This one taken by Mahaffey close to the goal line. Mahaffey with some running room down the right sideline, and he is hit out of bounds. After a good gain there. First and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Mules. Winner of this game will take on Mount Union next Saturday. Spang back to throw. Fires, and that is complete. And wrestled out of bounds is Aiden Mack. And Mack will have a Muhlenberg first down into Union territory at the 49. In motion is Basouls. And Luke Spang takes it himself, and he is make that Mahaffey took that snap. Second down and 7. Spang on the delayed handoff to give to Manning. And Matthew Manning is swallowed up, and now a late flag comes in. I think this is going to go against the Garnet Chargers here. This was after the play was essentially over. It's going to be a face mask called against Union. And that'll move the ball inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Runfellow on the end around. And Runfellow with some good yardage is hit out of bounds inside the 25. Gain of 9, second down and 1, inside 13 minutes to go. And the ball is loose, and that one is recovered by Holland. It is a Muhlenberg first down. They'll mark it at the 21-yard line. First down and 10. Spang rolls to his right, throws. That is complete to Nordek. And Nordek is banged down inside the 15. Muhlenberg moving the ball here on its first possession of the second half. First and 10 at the 11. Mahaffey takes it himself, and he is inside the 10. So the Mules can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 8. Manning the back next to Spang in the shotgun. Spang back to throw, fires, and that is incomplete, intended for Mack. And a whistle and a flag here on the near side. This is going to go against the Mules, I believe. At least that's how the Union defenders are reacting. It is an illegal man downfield is the call. Against Muhlenberg. Second down and 12 at the 8-yard line. Or not at the 8. Second and 12 at the 13-yard line after that penalty. Officials getting together here and trying to determine what down it is. Yeah, and it is second down. If that penalty was accepted, which it was, then it would be second down after the 5-yard mark off. Official still and that makes a little bit more sense as Union now declines that penalty. So now it will be third down. Third and 7 from the 8-yard line. Sun shining here in Allentown. Spang, back to throw. Looks across the middle. That is incomplete. Knocked away by Dwayne Hines, making the play for Union. Caleb Pasul is the intended receiver. Andrew Deutsch will come on now to attempt the extra point, or to attempt the field goal. It's a good snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 10:41 to go in the third quarter, it's Muhlenberg 17, Union 14. 25-yard field goal is good from Deutsch. Nine-play, 57-yard drive for Muhlenberg to take its first lead of the day. And the kickoff is downed. Jasir Jones calls for the fair catch. So Union will set up here at their own 25. Taking the snap here was number 11, Cole Brisson. So Brisson, don't know if that was just for one snap, one series, or what the plan is here. Brisson will keep it, and he is met by Thomas Cerruti. And Brisson goes nowhere. Brisson, the junior, out of Cromwell, Connecticut. Don't see Patch Flanagan. Now he's on the sidelines. Third and 6 from the 29-yard line. Brisson back to throw. Fires, and this is intercepted. Picked off. And still on his feet down the left sidelines. Finally hit out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Leo Dauberman on the interception. Gives the Mules the ball inside the 10. With 9:06 to go here in this third quarter. So the backup quarterback, Brisson, came in there for the series. Again, we saw Flanagan on the side, or I saw Flanagan on the sidelines, but not sure what the situation is there. If he was just spelled for the series or what. But either way, it ends up in disaster there for Union. Mahaffey is pushed out of bounds. Little scrum after the play. It'll be second and goal from the 5-yard line. 8:35 and counting third quarter. Muhlenberg up 17-14. Looking to extend its lead here. Big opportunity for the Mules following the first turnover of the day. Mahaffey takes the snap, and he will run left side, and he'll find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Muhlenberg. Mahaffey gives the Mules a 23-14 lead. So the Mules cash in immediately following the Leo Dauberman interception. And suddenly this game is a 2-score lead for the hometown Mules. Extra point from Deutsch is up and good. 8:17 to go in this third quarter. Muhlenberg up 24-14. Two plays, 9 yards on that drive following the Dauberman interception. So Union finds itself down 2 scores. Jasir Jones again back deep to receive. Along with Caden Gore. D'Amico on the kick, taken by Jones, and Jones is hit hard before he can get to the 15. Patch Flanagan now back in at quarterback for Union. Flanagan throws it out left side, complete. And a nice catch and run that time from Curran. He'll have a Union first down. 9th first down of the game for Union. And a much needed one here as they try to get some momentum back on their side after 10 quick points from the Mules. Has given Muhlenberg a 24-14 lead midway through this third quarter. On the carry is Wright, and Wright will pick up 4. Winner of this game will take on Mount Union next Saturday at noon out in Alliance, Ohio. Muhlenberg crowd trying to urge on their defense. Flanagan fires out left side to Wright, and Wright leaps. Depends where they mark him, and I think he's going to be shy of a first down. And Wright did step out of bounds at the 35. That is where they'll mark it. 3rd down and 3. Flanagan back to throw, has a receiver open. It's Wright again. Pass is complete. First down and more. Wright banged out of bounds, close to midfield. Flanagan to Wright on an important 3rd down conversion. Keeps the drive alive here for Union. Flanagan, the give to Wright. And Wright inside Muhlenberg territory. .540 and counting. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the Muhlenberg 47. Flanagan, the give to Wright. Wright slips on the logo. And he'll be short of first down yardage. Third and 4 from the 48-yard line. Flanagan fires out, complete, first down to Dan Quinn. Another first down conversion here on the drive. Ball marked at the Muhlenberg 41. 7 plays, 45 yards so far on this Union march. And here's the handoff. Spinning is DiNardo. DiNardo's only 3rd carry of the season, or of the game, had come in on the season with 94 attempts. Three and a half minutes to go, third quarter. 2nd down and 6 from the Muhlenberg 37. Back to throw is Flanagan. Fires, complete, and that's going to be close to a first down as Freese reels that one in. And it looks like enough. That will be enough for a Union first down. Flanagan back to throw. Dumps it off on a screen to DiNardo, and DiNardo hit fairly close to the line of scrimmage. And whistling a timeout as Jake Souse needs some medical attention. .230 to go here in this third quarter. Take a look at some scores elsewhere in the Division III football championship. LaGrange on top of Framingham State 17-7, that one in the third quarter. Fourth quarter score, Hanover leads Grove City 17-0. At the half, Susquehanna on top of Washington and Jefferson 21-17. Late third quarter score, Cortland and Springfield tied at 7. Co leads Concordia 14-7. That in the second quarter. Also second quarter score, Wheaton with a 34-7 lead over Crown. And at 3 o'clock today, Whitworth hosts Chapman. Our situation here, 2:25 and counting in the third quarter, as Jake Souse was helped off the field. Flanagan, and that is complete. Hook and ladder to DiNardo down the left sidelines, and DiNardo is pushed out of bounds. He'll have a first down. So some nifty craftsmanship there from the Garnet Chargers. Gives them a 1st and 10 at the Muhlenberg 13. Left side, the give to Wright, and Wright loses his helmet. Flag comes in. This is going to be either a face mask or, well, it'll go down as a face mask, but he might have got his hand into the inside of the helmet in the back. That's what it looked like from a significant distance away here in the booth. And that is the call. It is a personal foul face mask against Muhlenberg. So this will give Union a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Flanagan on the keeper, follows his blockers into the end zone for a Union touchdown. And the Garnet Chargers are right back in this one. Impressive response after the 10 points that the Mules scored. Pelleggi to attempt the extra point. Good snap. The kick is blocked. And that could be significant. The Mules with a 24-20 lead. So that preserves needing a touchdown for the Garnet Chargers to retake the lead when the time comes. See how important that is down the stretch here. As take a look at the replay of quarterback Flanagan using his legs to get into the end zone. Ryan Molderig will kick off here for Union. Back deep to receive will be Short and Mahaffey for Muhlenberg. And the kick is short one, taken by Christopher Short. Short with some good running room and works his way up to the 37-yard line. First and 10 from the 37-yard line for this Muhlenberg offense. Luke Spang on the day, 19 out of 26, 159 yards and a couple scores. Spang with the throwback left side, field wide open. Manning down the sidelines across the 50, makes a cutback, and Manning is inside the 25. A great design on that play call. The misdirection throwback to the near side, and Manning able to work his way down the sidelines and give the Mules the ball inside the red zone with 35 seconds and counting to go in this third quarter. The give to Manning again, and Manning powers his way close to the 10-yard line. And that will likely be the final play of this third quarter. And it is. So 3 quarters in the books. Good one here from Allentown. It's Muhlenberg 24, Union 20. Be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. Welcome back to Allentown, Scotty Wood Stadium. NCAA first round Division III playoff action. Muhlenberg with a 24-20 lead over Union. Mules will have it second down, rather. Mahaffey takes the snap and tries to cut back, but good defense that time from the Union line. Hines on the stop for the Garnet Chargers. Third and 2 from the 11. Spang rolls to his right, throws, complete to Manning, first down inside the 5-yard line. Spang rolls right, flips it in the end zone. That is complete for a Muhlenberg touchdown. Aiden Mack pulls that one in. It extends the Muhlenberg lead to 30-20. So a terrific response there from the Mules. 4 yards, Luke Spang to Aiden Mack. Extra point from Deutsch is up and good. So with 14:03 to go in the game, it's Muhlenberg 31, Union 20. Five plays, 63-yard drive that time from the Mules. Luke Spang, his third touchdown pass of the day. Aiden Mack with his second touchdown reception of the day as well. So the Garnet Chargers will have to respond once again. This kick fielded by Gore. Fair catch called for at the 5-yard line. So this drive will begin at the 25-yard line. It is Patch Flanagan at quarterback for Union. The handoff to DJ Wright, and he's hit in the hole by Cerruti. Blaze Curry on the stop as well. Second and 10 from the 25. Back to throw is Flanagan across the middle, incomplete, intended for Rivera. Momentum on the side here of the hometown Mules, as cloud cover is taken over Scotty Wood Stadium. Third and 10. Union needs the 35 to keep this drive going. Flanagan completes, and the catch and run, and Rivera is going to have a Union first down, so a big conversion there on 3rd and 10. Keeps the chains moving for the Garnet Chargers. Under 13 minutes to go in the game. Winner will take on Mount Union next week in Ohio. Flanagan on the design to run, which we haven't seen as much of as we thought we would. Gain of a couple. Tackle made by Sylvester. Second and 7 from the 39. Flanagan, 9 rushes, 30 yards, and a touchdown on the day. And this one is thrown left side, incomplete, intended for Corrigan. Timing a little off between the quarterback and receiver on that particular play. Third and 7 from the 39. 6-4-11 on the day is Union on third down conversions. Every conversion attempt now becoming critical. This one is fired out, complete, but going to be well shy of first down yardage. As coming up to make that stop was Tristan McNeil. And at this point, it's likely 4-down territory here for Union, as they'll mark that ball, gain of 5, so it'll be at the 44-yard line. 4th down and 2. This is the first 4th down attempt that Union has had today. Flanagan complete to Rivera. That'll be enough for the conversion, as Rivera's wrestled out of bounds. His 4th reception of the day. Gives Union a first down into Muhlenberg territory at the 49. as we tick close to 11 minutes remaining. In motion is Freeze. Penalty marker on the play as this one is complete to Freeze down the left sidelines, but this is one that's not going to count, as this is going to be an illegal shift or illegal motion against Union. As you can tell, something was off there at the snap, and Freeze, who made that reception, is still down on the turf as well. And it is an illegal motion call against Union. Scores of other games. LaGrange leads Framingham State 17-7 in the third quarter. It's Hanover with that same lead over Grove City. About 6 minutes remaining in that one. Susquehanna with a 28-17 lead on Washington and Jefferson about midway through the third quarter. Fourth quarter score, Springfield leads Cortland 14-7. And at the half, it's Co 17, Concordia 7, and Wheaton 48, Crown 7. So we're ready to resume here. First and 15 at the 44, following the illegal motion call, which wiped out a 20-yard gain. Back to throw, Flanagan, and that one is complete. Wright steps out of a tackle, and he'll have a gain of about 8. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a much shorter gain, but was able to step out of that initial tackle. Second down and 3 from the 42. Flanagan will take it himself, and he'll have a first down and more as the pile keeps moving close to the 30. Some activity after the play, but I don't see a flag. Under 10 minutes to go now. Union trailing 31-20. It is a first down. Ball marked at the 31-yard line. Flanagan 23 out of 28 on the day. A couple of scores. 243 yards through the air. Flanagan throws it left side. That is complete to Isaiah Russell, his first catch of the day. Russell with a short gain to the 25. Well, gain of about 6. Second and 4 from the 25. Under 9 minutes to play. Winner will take on Mount Union next week in Ohio. Flanagan, the give to Wright. And a penalty marker on the play. That's a hold against Union. Big penalty there, as that will take them back 10 yards. Something that the Garnet Chargers can ill afford at this stage of the game. 2nd and 14. Ball marked back at the 35. Flanagan back to throw. Looks deep across the middle. Has a man out there. That is complete for a touchdown. Gil Rivera brings it in. And Union is right back in it. Following the holding penalty on 2nd and 14, the connection Flanagan to Rivera. Rivera's 6th touchdown of the season. He was second team All-Liberty League this year, and Flanagan and the offense will stay out there to attempt the 2-point conversion. The extra point, you might remember, was blocked a short time ago. So this to make it a 1 field goal possession game. End around, and the Mules not fooled at all, and this conversion attempt is going to be unsuccessful. And the score will remain 31-26 with 8:13 to go in this fourth quarter. So that last drive from Union, 11 plays, 75 yards. Ryan Molderig will kick off for Union. Short back deep to receive for the Mules. And Molderig gets his right foot into this one. Short will take it at the 5. Short finds a seam, and he'll work his way across the 30. Wrangled down around the 33. Mules will take possession, leading by 5. 8:04 to play. Isaac Schaefer Knights on the carry here on first down. Short gain. And he's slung down around the 33-yard line. Seven and a half minutes to go in the game. Muhlenberg protecting a 5-point lead. Here's Mahaffey now. And Dante Mahaffey is going to be very close to a Muhlenberg first down, and he'll have it. So Mahaffey, the sort of change of pace option now at quarterback for the Mules. His 6th carry of the day for 27 yards. Gives the Mules a first down and 10 at the 41. Mahaffey, again, will keep it himself, and he'll work his way close to the 45-yard line. They will mark it right at the 45. Gain of 4. It'll be a second down and 6. 6:15 and counting to go. Winner of this game will travel to Ohio to take on Mount Union next week. Here's Schaefer Knights with some running room, and he'll have a Muhlenberg first down. Muhlenberg in the mode where equal parts they want to chew up the clock, and also if they could complete this drive with some points, that would go a very long way to salting this game away. First and 10 at the Union 48, flag down, and they're going to blow this play dead. This will be against the Mules. False start called against Muhlenberg. You'll make it 1st and 15 back at the 47. Mahaffey on the keeper right side, gets a block down the right sidelines, and good running room that time for Dante Mahaffey. First down for the Mules, keeps the clock ticking, 4:25 and counting, as they'll mark the ball at the Union 33-yard line. On the carry is Runfellow on sort of the slip slot end around. Still a little too early for Union to begin taking timeouts here after that first down run. No gain, it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 33. Mules may take this down and call a timeout, and that's what they'll do. So a timeout called by Muhlenberg with 3:27 to go. Mules leading 31-26. With 3:27 to play. Union with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. If they're able to stop the Mules here for a short gain on this 2nd down, you figure that would be probably a good time for them to burn there first. They'll also get the 2-minute stoppage as well, so effectively 4 timeouts left in the game for Union. They'll mark the ball at the 33, 2nd and 10. Following the Muhlenberg timeout. In motion is Runfellow again. This time Spang is going to take it himself, and he'll slide down inside the 30. Still no timeout called from Union yet. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 30. In motion is Nordek. Spang dumps it out. Screen complete to Manning. Manning with running room. He's inside the 20. He'll have a first down. Spang to Manning picks up the first down. Biggest conversion of the day there for the Mules. Clock continues to run, and the Mules can take this down to the 2-minute timeout. And there is the 2-minute stoppage, so Muhlenberg up 31-26. They'll have a first down and 10 from the Union 17. Scores from elsewhere. Fourth quarter, Susquehanna leads Washington and Jefferson 35-24. LaGrange leads Framingham State 17-14. Hanover with a 23-15 advantage on Grove City. One final in the book, Springfield defeats Cortland 21-7. Cortland, the national champions from a couple years back. First and 10 from the 17-yard line here for the Mules. Trying to salt this one away and book their trip to Ohio, take on Mount Union in the second round next week. Mahaffey is going to be thrown for a loss here on first down, and now a quick timeout. John Drock with a quick timeout there. 1:55 on the clock. Loss of 7 on that first down play. Second and 17 from the 24. See how aggressive Nate Millen wants to be in the play calling. Mahaffey flanked by Wally and Schaefer Knights. And Mahaffey is buried immediately. Charles Johnson again in there, and Mules, certainly the priority number one is trying to bleed the clock, I would say, but at the same time, you don't want to be losing chunks of yardage either, as they've lost 11 yards over the first two downs, so it'll be 3rd and 21. Ball all the way back at the 24-yard line. .151 on the clock. 3rd and 21 here for the Mules. I would expect a screen or a design quarterback run, something along those lines. Spang and Mahaffey both in the backfield. Spang back to throw. Rolls to his right, still rolling, flips it out. That's complete to Mahaffey. Mahaffey upended. He'll be well shy of a first down, but picks up maybe enough yardage where the Mules will think about a field goal attempt. Timeout Union with 1:42 remaining. It'll be 4th and 8 from the 15. We saw Deutsch connect on a 25-yard field goal earlier. And it will be Andrew Deutsch sent out again. This will be a 32-yard attempt to make this an 8-point game. Union now out of timeouts. It's a good snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Deutsch with a big 3 points gives the Mules that 8-point cushion with 1:38 to go. Deutsch 2 for 2 on the day, and only been 1 of 2. Only attempted 2 field goals all season, but able to connect on both of his opportunities so far today. That drive, 12 plays, 55 yards. More importantly, it ate up almost 7 minutes of game time. And the Mules cash in with points to make it 34-26. We'll see what Patch Flanagan and this Union offense can do with their backs squarely up against the wall here. Needing to put together a touchdown march and a 2-point conversion to potentially send this game to overtime. Low squib type kick. Taken by Gore, and Gore pushed out of bounds shy of the 30. Union will begin this drive from their own 27, 1st down and 10. Here's Flanagan. Fires complete to Rivera. And they, I think, are going to say he stepped out of bounds and was the first to touch it. And now a penalty marker does come in. Saw the referee throw his hat, and that's always that signal that that the receiver stepped out of bounds. And that is a penalty and comes with a loss of down. So a critical penalty on that first play of the drive. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27. Flanagan, low snap, able to secure it, and fires complete to Quinn. Up across the 40-yard line. Gain of 15, and I think they're going to take a second look at this one. So they won't take a look at it in terms of the review, but they will put a little bit more time left on the clock. Flanagan, back to throw. Looks deep down the left sidelines, and that is incomplete. Intended for Quinn. Double coverage out there with McNeil and McLean. But it looked like, at least for a moment, Quinn had a little seam if that was sort of fit in there perfectly, but would have been asking a lot. 2nd and 10 now from the 43. Flanagan back to throw. Looks right side, and that is incomplete. Sylvester in coverage out there. Intended for Curran. It's quickly 3rd and 10 from the 43. Flanagan has time. The receiver wasn't looking, and it's intercepted. And that's Leo Dauberman again, his 2nd pick of the day, flag down. This is going to be after the play. But that interception is going to seal the victory here for the Mules and send them to play Mount Union in the 2nd round. Bit of a miscommunication that time. The receiver wasn't turned around. And that's an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Muhlenberg. Again, that was post-interception. Union with no timeouts left. The Mules can run out the clock here and pick up another NCAA tournament victory. This is a program that made it all the way to the semifinals back in 2019. Also a quarterfinal appearance in 2021. Mules can just kneel it down here a couple of times. Quarterback Luke Spang with a great day today. 24 for 31, 241 yards, 3 scores. Also rushed for 36 yards. Dante Mahaffey, 37 yards rushing and a touchdown. And that's the 2nd knee. And this one is over. Muhlenberg moves on. They defeat Union 34-26 here in the 1st round of the Division III football championship. They will advance to take on Mount Union next Saturday in Alliance, Ohio. Patch Flanagan in a losing effort, 26 for 34. Exactly 300 yards, 3 scores, and 1 interception there as the game-sealing interception from Leo Dauberman. So that will do it here from Scotty Wood Stadium. Thanks to Mike Falk and the great team in production here at Muhlenberg. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Matt Height. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.